Welcome back. Oh, sorry, a little bit of a hiccup there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to DreamHack Winter of 2023. We are here in the second semifinals of the Nexus Collegiate for League of Legends. And of course, the atmosphere has been excellent. The first game was an absolute banger, best of 3, 2-0 series, but nonetheless, a fantastic showing from both of our teams. Tampere took the victory 2-0 versus the Swedes in Leo Esports, which means now that either we get a finish-on-finish derby with that rematch, as they said, or there is still one hope left in KTH Frittfall as the last Swedish representative in this tournament. As it stands, though, you know, time kind of passes by quite quickly when you're having a good time, and you know, I feel like we're still a little bit nice and cozy, despite it being very cold outside there. But with that said, I'm going to throw it over to the desk with the boys, and we're going to start digging into the nitty-gritty of game number 2.
Hi everybody, me Sleeper here together with Pidde, and another great welcome there from Tenchi. So beautiful to see him on stage.
Yeah, it is.
One of the legendary casters from Sweden. And now we're gonna go into semifinals 2. And the first one, well, they didn't disappoint.
No, for sure not. And just as Tenchi mentioned over at the scene, that we could have a final between two Finnish teams that's already been fighting in another league. So that would be fun. But it would also be really fun to see Sweden versus Finland in the final.
We'll see what team makes it all the way to finals. And now Tenchi joining us at this.
What's up, boys?
Hello.
It's good.
Yeah, we're having a good time. So, of course, thank you very much. You're a team player, man. I appreciate that. So, to all of you guys watching there at home, hope you're still nice and comfortable, because we certainly are. It's actually getting a little bit toasty, I would say, in our quarters at least. But hey, it's part of the gig. So, of course, all of this going on today with the Nexus Collegiate, none of that would be possible without the support of our partners and sponsors in the city of DreamHack, in the region of Jönköping, and the municipality of Jönköping. And then, of course, I think a few honorable mentions are worth mentioning here as well. The Jönköping University Enterprise. We've got DreamHack, of course, where we are live here in Jönköping. Svenska Online-ligan, run by these two fine gentlemen, actually. And, of course, Challenger Mode, or powered by Challenger Mode, I should say. And we had a great first series. It was a 2-0, but I think that especially that first game was a real nail-biter. It was a fantastic showing from those teams. And as we are moving on forward now in what's going to be our second semi-final, boys, you know what this means, right? Finland versus Finland, or we have this one Swedish team left.
Yeah. It would be fun if it would be Sweden versus Finland, but I mean, Finland versus Finland, it's still Tampere versus Tampere, so it's still a derby.
And remember that they did say that they would like that rematch.
Yeah, he looked really confident, Ukko.
Yeah.
So maybe he has to eat his words later, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see for sure. Of course, up for grabs we have 50,000 SEK or 5,000 euros, with 2,500 going to that first place finisher. And 1,500 for that follow-up or runner-up, and then 500, of course. And that's just for making it here on LAN. So I think I said that before, but you get a little bit of extra pocket money, which isn't all too bad. Now, before we kind of start moving forward a little bit, there's one more thing I feel like I want to do, and that is to caffeinate a little bit.
Survive.
So
We make the sound effect.
you don't need to. I'm a very loud drinker.
You're a loud drinker.
Yeah, there we go. That was actually really nice. That's one of the ones I like. I don't like the green one, but that one, this one, the juice ones are very good.
Most casual commercial ever.
Hey man, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Pay those bills. But, of course, we are going to now move ahead and welcome our first team onto the stage for our second semi-final. Hailing from Sweden, Stockholm, the capital of flowers and love, it is KTH Frittfall. And the lineup of Kira Loffe, Ido, the man in black, Omniscient, and Calm.
Ido.
Our last legends.
Yeah.
Okay, who has the best aesthetic? I think the guy on the right. I would say that. I think Kira has the best aesthetic.
Yes. We'll go with that.
Don't you think so?
I think they all look really good.
That's the Calm. You got impressed by his Alistar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The bot lane that we saw during the group stage.
Yes.
Man, that was sick. And you guys were hyping them up as well, discussing with them, and they're showing in Svenska Online Ligan.
Yeah.
So it's really cool that we have a little bit of that crossover, of course. I really enjoy that. But, of course, there can be no show without the second team of the day for the second semi-final. It's the Finns in Hutis Gaming.
No.
Nope. Oh, there we go. All right, boys. No matching jerseys this time, but maybe they don't need them. I must say that Ram looks mighty fine.
He's ready.
He looks so ready, man. Of course, worth mentioning that these are the second representatives. They are also from Tampere University, but they have rebranded now as Hutis Gaming. But there is a little bit of, in-between rivalry going on between these guys and the other Finnish lineup that we have here. So, of course, for them, for both of these Finnish teams, they really wanted to make it into those finals to play against one another. So I'm really expecting both of them to put on a great show today.
Yeah, this is also the team we talked about before in that group stage. They had to face B2U Int, who we had as favorites, and actually winning that last game, getting their way all the way to semifinals.
High expectations on them, and as you mentioned, they won against the Tampere University's team in the Finnish league. So they want their revenge days.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, again, Ukko said it best, I think.
Yeah.
I asked him, like, what was it he said? And it means, it translates into, have a safe flight home.
Okay.
So some fighting words from our man.
A little banter.
I like that, yeah. Of course, don't forget that stylish hat.
No. Oh my God, that fedora.
Is it still there?
It's always there, man. It doesn't go anywhere. But hey, let's talk a little bit about what we have to expect now out of these guys. Of course, we are going to head into that draft shortly, but I think it's important that we take a little bit of time now to break down what are the expectations for this series. Because one thing that we very early on noticed was that in terms of the expectation of the kind of meta picks that we saw out of both Swedish and Finnish lineups, it was fairly similar.
It is, and especially now after Worlds been played, I think all the countries come more together, like what is the meta, we follow the Worlds. But someone I want to point out here is from the GLHF, and it's Laffe in the jungle. Evelyn is always banned, have been so strong with Udyr so far.
Yeah, it would really surprise me if Evelyn goes through the first phase of picks and bans. But we never know. Maybe you want to try that Evelyn out, see if you are strong enough to beat that one. We will have to see. But I think Laffe would be very happy if he gets to play the Evelyn.
I doubt it, though.
Yeah,
yeah, but we were talking to him a little bit earlier during the day, and I was like, yeah, are you truly a one-trick? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, should we go check your match history? I was like, no.
No, please don't do that. I wrote it down, though, so I still have it here.
But like, interestingly enough, though, like, if we look at both of these teams and like what their preferences are for, let's see their top 3 picks, there is a lot of crossover here. For instance, let's look at the support, Alistar, Rakan, and Nautilus. And then we look at Calm for the Swedes. Oh, sorry, to be clear, I was talking about Tiara, the support here for Hutis in the Finnish side. Alistar, Rakan, Nautilus. And then we look at Calm, the Swedish support, Nautilus, Rakan, Alistar. It's like
same champions, different order.
All the same.
Yeah.
The same if you look on top side, it's Renekton, and there we have Jax and Camille. Both of them play it. So all of these lane, as I pointed out, the meta has really like spread out to all the different countries now after Worlds.
I just think that a support that can pull the trigger is just so good right now. It's insane how easy it is to play both bot lane and how you shift to the other lanes later with a support that has high CC and easy engage.
So do you feel like a high priority pick here, for instance? I know especially, like Calm would love to have that Alistar pick.
I think like Rel could be a potential first pick because like we saw before, Rel works jungle as well. So it's a good flex pick, but also you're securing and removing a support from the enemy team. So I think Rel could be a really good first pick here.
Okay, interesting. In terms of what we kind of see in the pick order, or like the pick priority, would you say support is the number one that you can like easily let go of without getting too counterpicked?
Yeah, because they have similar champ pools. I think it's okay to expose that early because they already know what they're going into. I think if he picks Alistair, the other opponent will still go for Rakan or Rel.
Yeah, as Sleeper says, I'm all on your side. I think the champion that's going to be pick and ban no matter lane here is the Orianna. Both of these mid laners have Orianna as the most played champion and is the strongest meta mid champion right now as well. So if you're not on blue side, you can't first pick it, then you're going to ban it.
Yeah, I mean, because she adds so much extra utility to the entire composition. No matter what you're playing, Orianna is always going to be scaling really well with that.
Exactly.
But one thing I do want to point out that I think is interesting, of course, for Loffe, jokes aside with the Evelynn, he also likes Karthus as a jungle pick.
Yeah.
Let's kind of look at that a little bit. Why Karthus? What's the strength of him?
If you're allowed to power farm and you're not getting disturbed whatsoever, he's probably the strongest jungler in the game right now because he has such impact. It's fine for you to die in a fight because you can be in your passive state and just keep fighting and then use your ultimate. And it's almost impossible for the enemy team to do anything until you have a redemption and possibly could get back into the fight. But a Karthus right now is insane if the enemy jungler can't punish you.
Do you think that that's going to be something that the Finns are going to be happy with kind of letting slip through?
I don't think they will do it in the first game. I think that's a bit confident.
All right. Well, we will find out very shortly, guys, because here we are now in the draft, and this is, like I said, for all of you guys watching them at home and here live at DreamHack in Jönköping, this is the second semi-final here, the Nexus Collegiate League, and I do want to reiterate the fact that this is a university / well, collegiate league. It's in the name, and these initiatives are always incredibly fun. That's actually where my career started in collegiate StarCraft 2 in 2013.
That's a while
yesterday.
ago.
It is a while ago, yeah, for sure. But so it's always really fun to kind of come back to what I feel like are my roots a little bit. But hey, here we are though. First ban is going to be Rel, and you touched upon that, Sleeper.
Yeah, such a good first pick, and they remove it immediately. I don't see the need for the ban specifically, but I guess if you fear someone, remove it.
Yeah, and especially since we have Tiara support and Ron in the jungle, both of them has Rel as one of their top 4 champions. So banning out Rel, you're gonna ban out 2 players in the enemy team, and they're gonna follow it up with the Maokai, what you can see in the last semi, who we talked about, is so strong right now as an engager in the team fights. Huttis, on the other hand, I mentioned it in its one note, Evelynn is always banned when FF is playing.
Yeah, I would not want to face Loffe on the Evelynn. That's for sure. That's a big mistake, I would say. And also Alistair going away here from Calm. So 2 champions actually removed from the support. So that is actually a priority for Huttis.
Last ban there, of course, also Orianna. Honorable mention for either side. I think that because of the state of the game where we are right now, both mids are kind of like, you know, we can let her go.
Yeah, and Orianna is so strong, like, she has a lot of damage, but just the thing that you could put your ball on a teammate and then use your ultimate to, yeah, just a big AoE CC, and since the meta is very heavy in dashes, it's super strong.
Just a fun fact for you guys, Orianna has been banned every single game today in the first banning phase.
Looking back as well throughout the group stage, I think we only saw her in 1 game.
Yeah.
Because she was also like high priority ban in nearly every single matchup.
Such a dominant champion. It's just, yeah. It would surprise me if we get to see her at all today.
Maybe 1 game, but I think that once we see a game they let it through, they're not going to do it again.
Well, boys, we do have something interesting going on here. KTH, Syndra. We saw that already in that very first game from the Finns of how absolutely massive that was.
Yeah, well, it is as soon as you get your passive stacked, you get a Rabadons, you have so much damage, like you one-shot almost anyone that's not a tank.
Or has a wind wall.
Or has a wind wall, that's a good point. They're picking Saya here from FF as well, and they're gonna get the Rakan to it, so they're gonna have the combo on the bot lane.
Yeah, that's a combo that's very easy to play. For you guys who don't know, they actually buff each other. You get some perks of having them both in the same team. So a strong bot lane coming out from FF.
But hey, we had a little bit of a discussion about this the other night, and obviously please enlighten everyone watching here today. Azir.
Yes. really strong now, got buffs in before Worlds, got played in Worlds, but the point here is that Atmo, who is a top laner, has been playing Azir top. So it is a flex pick here, and now they have Rumble. So we can't really point out who is going where.
All we know is that Huttis is going very AP heavy this game. And if I looked correctly, Ido actually has Galio in his arsenal. So he possibly could whip that out now just to neglect that AP damage.
Yeah, we'll see if they do that. But, you know, it's not as fun to play that champion, but we're going to move into the second ban phase instead. First out is Hottis, who's going to do the Jax ban coming out, and from the KLHF, it is the Nautilus.
Let's see what else they want to remove here. The lanes remaining for FF is top lane jungle. If we look at Huttis, we will see that it's top lane support that we are missing. No ADC support, my bad.
And I like now the bans coming out. We have Camille and Jax, which is two of the top 3 most played for Kira, who's top laner in KLHF. They almost forcing him to play Renekton. And if they pick Renekton top, Rumble is going to win that lane. So right now, Kira is in a bad situation. Like, who is he going to pick?
Looks like an Aphelios being hovered here by Huttis, and actually picked up as well. And Huttis, who is a very bot-heavy team, using that as their strong side, picking up a big hyper carry that is very good in team fights and also very independent with the long range.
Azitor is just that. Is an AD carry and only play the big late game carries, and it's Jinx, Saya, Phelios.
We are going to see Udyr being locked in here, though, for KTH.
So, as soon as Evelyn gets banned, second plan, Udyr.
And from what I remember, Loffe has been pretty damn big on Udyr in the last couple of weeks, right?
It's a disgusting champion. As soon as you pick up that demonic embrace, you're actually doing almost more damage than your damage dealers, even though you're the tankiest member on the team. So it's a very strong champion if you know how to play him.
It is, and he's been a big carry for them when they've been on stream. But Kiri is picking out his Sion, who he is 0 and 5 with in solo queue. So might work a little bit better now when he's with the team.
That's what I was going to say. Like, when you said solo queue, I was like, wait, hold on a little bit there, Peter.
Yeah, there's a big difference because how you play Sion. But it's still like all of the other champions super strong, but Sion not too good for him.
But we did touch upon that a little bit, and there was a little bit of confusion there. If we were going to see Massivinen, or Atmo rather, sorry, bust out that Azir top. But it does seem as if that's not going to be the case. They're going to keep it conventional, so Azir mid and Rumble top.
I also think that last pick here for Huttis being the Braum, I think that champion is so good synergized with the Aphelios and the Azir because they're so based on their basic attacks. They have so much attack speed. It's so easy to proc that passive.
And especially with Azir, when he gets into that late game stage, that poke is absolutely insane. And if you can keep behind that Braum, it's just going to be really hard to get to him.
And also the ultimate combination between Rumble and Braum should not be underestimated. If they put it like across the river, you can't go anywhere. You're zoned out completely. So Baron and Elder, very easy for him.
But looking at what we have here for KTH, though, on the opposite side, we have Sion, who, you know, notorious, constant pushing that top lane. Udyr, like we touched upon, if he starts hitting the ground running, that's going to potentially be a big problem here for the Finns. And then, of course, Syndra, who just always scaled really, really well. And now this time, there is actually no direct counter, you know, to her reach with the stun, with the ultimate. So this is going to be a little bit of a different beast for sure, no?
Yeah, it for sure will. Hottis game is going to need to hit the ultimates to really have the best possibilities for them in a team fight. If they don't hit it, I would say that KLHF is a team that could just chase them down.
Well, sorry, Sleeper, to just interrupt, because I want to really know now, just looking at these teams, who would you give the edge composition-wise?
You want to start?
No, starting with you,
Okay,
Sleeper.
I'm starting.
Yeah, we're putting you on the spot here.
Okay. I'll give it to KTH-FF, and
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Yes, please.
I think that Huttis is so heavily based on their bot lane, and I think Omniscient and Calm is going to win the early game, snowball, and win the game.
I'm also going to go with them. They got the Saya and Rakan. That you never get those both because it's so strong, as well as Luffer got his Udyr in the jungle, who we've seen carry.
Well, boys, it does seem as if time has really been running away a little bit ahead of us, as we are now in game number 1 of our second semi-final. Guys here at the Nexus Collegiate. And of course, there are 2 very handsome gentlemen who are going to take us through the action. Peter and Sleeper, please, gentlemen, take it away.
Yes, semi-final 2 kicking it off. On the left side, we will see KFF, and on the right side, we will see Huttis Gaming. Sweden versus Finland. Peter, what are your expectations on this game?
I expect actually a quick game. Both of this sides want to finish this very quickly for them. But bot side look matching skins as well. That might give them a little extra buff, but it's such a fun team combos to look at. We mentioned it, Huttis Gaming on the right side, very big on the team fighting. The Braum ult, we have Azir ultimate, as well as Atmo on the top side with Rumble ulti. These 3 together could just destroy a whole field that they're gonna fight on. Meanwhile, KFF got the combos on bot side, as we mentioned. They got the Luffer, Udyr, who's been able to chase down teams before, so why not this game as well?
Yeah, we saw bot lane, Asitor and Tiara getting level 2 first, and a lot of respect coming up from Omniscient and Calm, not to get caught off guard. It's so easy to be confident enough to step up and forget about that level 2 power spike, and then you will have to pop your flash. That is not something you're looking for if you're an ADC.
No, and both of these combos, even Aphelios with Braum is a really strong combo. Anything with Braum that has attack speed is strong. You know, the passive coming out and just slow, stun, and then you have a good trade going your way. Kira on the head-to-hand against Atmo on the top side, you're gonna have a really tough lane. Rumble is not nerfed that much yet, so that W is still doing so much damage. Kira is able to use his Q when Atmo is standing still with the flamethrower, but it's still not as much damage.
We will probably see a lot of presence in the bot lane this game. Both teams picking out very strong ADCs and supports. So both Ron and Luffe, a lot of pressure to get some edges ahead in the bot side of the game.
For sure is, and we look a little bit at the junglers. They both have made a reset right now, and Ron actually got a ward down at the Raptors, so a little bit of information if someone passes that ward from the KFF, and that's, such small things are so important. It's actually looking like they're both gonna aim for the top side scuttle or even a gank.
Yeah, and we see the pings. They know exactly where Luffe is. He's gonna step on a ward now, and Ron is top side. They're gonna go for this gang here on Atmo. Flash coming out respectful from the Finns. And Kire, of course, extremely happy that Rumble has no flash available in case they're gonna trade big.
Yeah, so we're trading a ghost for a flash here from both sides. I don't really know who's the loser or win on it. I would say that it's pretty even to lose a summoner spell. But a flash is always that getaway if you get in a really bad situation. Ghost, yeah, you're fast.
Yeah, but it's harder for him to look for these kills. But Rumble being an immobile champion with no dashes, that flash could be so important the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, we can see both junglers right now going to do a rotation down for the bot side. And Luffy is going to go to his Raptors.
Oh, they're actually looking for Omniscient there. Calm, perfect double knockup. That might be enough. Looking for that stun again, actually getting it, and they're looking for the first blood. Almost getting two.
That's such a great play from Huttis Gaming coming down the bot lane. And I have to give it to them. Really well played from Asitor with the Tiara as well, but Asitor played that so good. Got all of his Qs out from both of his weapons, and that last route is coming out in clutch.
It's so beautiful to see when people know exactly what kind of limits and damage their champion possesses. And that's something we saw very beautifully executed by Huttis Gaming. Asitor and Tiara is kicking this off with the first blood on Calm.
Yeah, Calm's gonna be the first one to go down, but we've seen him play before. And supports are usually the players that goes down first, because there's so much fighting potential on bot lane. We have two against two and not 1 versus 1 that's on the other lanes. So Yeah, first blood to Acitor, and it's Calm that's going down. I don't think it's the last time we're going to see Calm die. He's roaming a lot, but he also dies a lot.
These two teams are very confident that they are going to win this series. So none of them actually feeling like the underdog. And a lot of scaling going on in the mid lane. Both this Syndra and this Azir are going to be crazy strong later. Massive having a little bit more pressure, having to hit that ultimate on at least 3 members to be really useful later.
Yeah, though Kiri's gonna take this fight against Atma. I don't know if that's the right choice. Ultimate is up from them both, but it's still Sion. Kiri is in the minion lead against the Rumble.
Something I want to point out about this semifinal already, in comparison to the other semifinal, they're playing much slower. They're waiting each other out, looking for mistakes. We actually see Laffe invading topside right now, whilst Ron is taking the first dragon.
This could get a really good gank for them. They know Vi is on bot side. Ron is not going to come up help, and there's no flash for Atmo.
Yeah, this should be a kill. The ultimate perfect from Kira, the CC, but the one picking it up should be Laffe. And now it's 1-1 with Rumble landing on his face.
Yeah, and that's also 2 stacks for the Dark Seal. Well, this is the start they wanted from KTHFF. Maybe not give away the first blood, but getting a kill on Laffe so early, who's been a big carry.
Ooh, they actually find the CC. They should be able to pull this in. Can they find a kill on Acitor? Actually, Uno reverse card, but it's still enough. Calm still looking hungry.
Yeah, doesn't have damage enough with the Rock On, but
I don't think he cares.
But getting a kill back to their bot lane is so good for them. Unfortunately, it goes to Calm, so you would rather have it on your AD carry than your support. Obviously, you want your AD carry to be so far ahead that no one can reach him. But a kill is a kill, and you're gonna deny gold and XP from the enemy.
Looking for the double objective here early. Ron got the dragon uncontested, and it looks like it's gonna be an uncontested Herald as well, because Prio is given in top and mid lane. Well played to Hoopties.
Yeah, so to get the first dragon and the first Herald. Sure, they're behind in kills, but I would take that Dragon and Herald every day of the week.
Yeah, it's such a good way to start the game and such a confidence boost to Ron. He doesn't have to invest that time in the lanes because he's playing it so well in the jungle. So the team can rely on him even though he might not be giving that extra support in the lanes.
Yeah, see, we get one plating here to Kiro's. Yeah, when you play Sion, you're just going to go tank, 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 and you want some platings back and forth, and that's exactly what he's getting right now. The gold, it's a small lead to KFF. It's nothing too much to talk about. Item-wise, no first items coming out yet. It's, as you mentioned, it's a pretty good slow game if we compare to the other games we've seen here today. But I think it's both of these teams have a lot of experience of competitive gaming, and in a best of 3 you cannot really lose the first game because that puts so much pressure on you. So no mistakes yet, not any big ones at least.
We're closing in on that 10-minute mark, and if we look at every individual lane right now, we have a lead for KFF in every lane except for Acitor playing Aphelios in the bot lane.
Yeah,
so
and he got the kill in the beginning as well as now 2 platings. I would still be happy with that, having a lead in 4 out of 5 lanes. So KFF in the lead right now, but the later we come into late game, or the further we come into the game right now, I think it's gonna favor over a little bit over to Hottis Gaming. They have this really good team fighting team where you can't really reach them once they get to late game. We talked about TR's ulti, Massive's ultimate, as well as Atmo.
I don't know if they saw him, but they're gonna pop the Herald. Calm should get his ultimate any second now. Teleport also coming out here from Edo. And Herald is held by the minions. They should be able to cancel this Herald before it even gets to the dash. Big mistake here from Huttis Gaming.
Yeah, that was no good at all, just wasting that Herald. Good TP coming out there from Edo, helping out his bot lane. Don't want to give away too much gold. And it was possible a gank that we would see there if no TP was coming.
And also Laffe pushing out that midway because he knows Massivinen is bot. So he has the opportunity to remove some minions and create pressure because there's no need for him to go in and do anything dangerous at all.
So just gonna point out, we don't see anything right now. Our screen's died. Oh,
There we
it's
go.
back. There
Thank
we go.
you.
He's here.
It's so hard to cast when you don't see anything. I mean,
We can listen.
I could sing you a song, but I don't know. Oh, that ultimate actually missing from Massive End.
How is that a miss? He was next to him.
I don't know. Ido is just a god, I guess.
Or just lucky. It's
fine.
fine to be lucky every now and then. But yeah, right now, still nothing too much have happened for the last minute.
He can look for the solo kill here. The burst is good. Massive End should fall here. And it's a solo bolo coming out from Ido and the side of KFF. You have to be happy with that.
They sure has to be, and with that, to go up to 3-1 in kills, and you missed the cannon.
Yeah.
Kira, that's no good.
Yeah, he thought we didn't see him, but we did.
We did. We pointed it out.
Yeah.
But we look at objectives. We have a dragon coming up in 10 seconds.
Oh, Tiara overstepping. You need to be able to jump to the vibe.
I think they're just going to commit for it.
But they're committing a lot from KFF as well, and Tiara should fall here. Even Ron taking a lot of damage.
Look at that damage just ticking by that storm from Luffy coming out. And that's what we've seen in the games with them before, that once they come to the mid-late game, Luffy's just going to stand there with this big storm, just deals so much damage. Fortunate here for Hutties Gaming is that they have 2 range ones. Rumble also want to keep his distance. And Vi is probably going to be the only champion that's going to go straight into the middle.
And we'll actually see Kira has completed his Abyssal Mask in top lane. So that AP damage is going to be big. But let's see this gang coming out from Hutties Gaming. They cancel it with the flash, but they have too much CC.
That's nice.
Look at the equalizer coming out, looking for the kill. And it should be difficult for him to find anything in passive state. And well played to Hutties Gaming.
Yeah, Atmo Ron played that really well. I also love the flash coming out from Atmo just to secure that he's not getting away.
Ron is going the wrong direction, but Luffe might have overstepped. Look at Atmo's damage.
Yeah, you can't disrespect the Rumble. We learned that. I think we all learned that for the past few months. But Luffy got his kill. He once more stacked for the Dark Seal and really want to get ahead to snowball this game. But that was not the right decision for him.
I also got that Demonic Embrace, but still can't really match Atmo at the moment. Can Ido find this? He has a ward on him. He can burst him. It's another solo bolo, everyone. That's a perfect ward. If Calm put that ward, he should have an assist on that kill.
And we talked so much about the champion Syndra today. The damage coming out when the stacks are coming in. They've got the Luden's Echo now as well. First item coming out for her. It's just so much. And for Massiven, who haven't got anything on his Azir yet, not even first item, he's gonna lose every trade right now until they come into late game and start fighting with their team.
But Hutties Gaming has not enabled their biggest weapon. Azitor sitting on 147 farm on 14-minute mark. That Aphelios will do a lot of damage, and the ultimate coming in from Massive, and Edo, you are looking really bad in this situation. Massive gets the shutdown. Tiara looking for Calm, but it will be difficult. Has Ron with him, but he's gonna go for the Raptors and run back down to bot lane.
Yeah, it's hard to catch a Rakan no matter what. Already got the knock-up jump, he can jump over walls, and then 2 jumps to his allies. Just gonna get away from that, and it's 5-3 in kills now, still in favor of the KFF. Dragons are the same here. But we have a dragon in 2.5 minutes, so we're gonna catch that soon. Until then, Sleeper, what are we looking for?
Right now, I think we're looking for Hutties need a way to get Aphelios into the game. They need to enable him. So taking this bot lane turret and making bot lane go mid instead would be something they should be looking for here. On the side of KFF, just keep doing what you're doing. Kirei even starting to look really, really dangerous in the top lane. Completing that item, making it so difficult for Atmo to do anything at all. So great counter with the last pick, Sion. Calm looking for the cancel, actually getting it, but no knock-up available because he has to use that to cancel. So Tiara has to stay.
Just want to be annoying.
Yeah.
That's the whole plan with that play. You wait for them to have like 0.2 seconds left of the recall, then you put a spell.
Late reaction on Atmu, but the slow is not going to hit. But ultimate coming out here from Kira should be enough.
Look
at that
damage.
demonic embrace, doing work in top lane, and once again picking up a kill on Atmo.
I didn't even see any bases coming out from Luffa. All I saw was just the health, but vroom, went it down to 0, and they're picking up their 6th kill of the game.
It's like the largest Formula 1 car in the world, just running you down. You have no chance whatsoever to do anything if you don't have your flash up.
But first item are out for all the champions, except the supports. Sorry, the supports are always a little bit late.
They could go for this, but Luff is still very tanky. We talked about it before. Even though he has this insane damage, doesn't matter. He's still the tankiest member on the field.
Good Aegis and a demonic embrace
good
is
flash
enough.
from Ito.
Can they trade it back? Here is the question.
Actually, ultimate coming out here from Ron. Calm doing what he can to keep him alive, and a great work indeed.
Gotta block something.
That's beautiful from Calm. 4 members trying to kill his mid laner, and he says, no, not today.
Not today, and we see Omniscient is on his way up to Drake. Drake spawning in 20 seconds right now. First Drake went to the Hottest Gaming, so they're gonna look for this second Drake.
Yeah, Omniscient gonna find Tiara here in a river. Calm joining him very, very soon. Jump. Oh, the flash from Tiara is enough, but forcing the flash away from Tiara could be huge. We have a dragon in just 3 seconds, and it's hard to see how this is not going to KFF.
Yeah, all of a sudden KFF is gonna pick this Drake up, and yeah, they're not even gonna move to it. Hottest Gaming, we leave it.
It's another Hex Tech Soul, and this is the 3rd Drake, and it's picked up by KFF.
And we see a TP coming out from Kira to top side. This portal coming out, getting some help from Ron. Might see a play, they might look for something on top side.
Yeah, top side being invested by Hutti's jungler Ron. Wild bot lane, we see Laffe popping off the Herald together with Edo, investing more money into this Syndra with the one-shot potential later. Asitor is not happy about this.
88 stacks out for Edo as well. So we need 32 stacks to get maximum, and then you have a lot of damage coming out.
We actually have Edo hiding in the bush, so if Asitor steps up too much, we could have a solo kill bot lane.
That's a flash coming out from Asitor. So no kills yet. Almost a kill there for Edo on the bot side, you can see on the minimap, and now we have a cooldown from the flash as well. Might get a little replay on that, but they're looking for fights all the time. It feels Hottest Game is coming more, getting comfortable in the game. At the start, KFF was the ones engaging fights. Now it's both sides.
And putting all your eggs in one basket, like they have done with Asitor this game, still the only champion in a lead in favor for Hutti's Gaming. Doesn't matter if Flash is down like it is right now. They cannot take a fight because he cannot defend himself. There's nothing to put against. Of course, you can use the Azir ulti to defend him, and you can use the Braum, but it doesn't really matter because they have so much access with Kira, Laffe, and Calm. He cannot hide.
No, we have Edo can do the stun through everyone. Yeah, there's too much Asitor has to think about in team fights. I played a lot of AD carry myself. 2-3 spells, sure, that's fine, but once you have to dodge 50 of them, there's nothing you can do, really.
Especially when your flash is down. Yeah, he has Ghost, and if he's a god, he can probably sidestep everything, but that's not something you see every day.
And Calm is on Rakan, who gets extra movement speed, have plenty of jumps. You can't really dodge that.
But we are excited to see what Asidor can show us later in the game. Baron now spawned, and should be the next neutral objective to play for.
Yeah, I don't see the timers might come very soon. They're gonna look for something around the Dragon Pit. Alright, they're gonna get the Scuttle, and we see that Hottest Gaming is gonna escape the fight, so gonna push mid instead. I think that's the right decision for them.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh.
Actually, Ron coming from the side finding Calm. They're doing a lot of damage here to Laffe, but is it enough? He can just run out, and now the damage instead coming out from KFF. Oh, that ulti from Massive is insane. and it's perfect. Acitor actually the one picking up that kill. They need to enable him, and they actually did that in that fight.
They played so well in Huddy's gaming, but they only managed to get one kill out of everything that they threw at them. But still, one kill in this situation. They saved their own tower, and now it's their turn to take one.
They need to wave clear this. Ron is coming from the side as well. Good stun there from Edo, but calm.
Very low.
Caught off guard. Well played to Huddy's Gaming, finding the fight we're talking about. They cannot bleed out the way they have. And they pull the trigger, and Masivinen, wow, what a fight.
That's a really good fight for them. I have to say, KFF, a little bit of bad warning from them there. They could see them, but still stayed. And here's the fight again. So many spells used to try to get to Loffe, but since he gets powered E, he can't get CC. Ooh. And this ultimate flying back, getting one kill here for Huddy's Gaming. But that's it. They're not getting anything else.
That's beautiful. Faker vibes coming out from Masivinen here at the Nexus Collegiate in Jönköping. It's so beautiful to see when somebody is so confident with this champion, you can do miracles in the team fights.
Just picking one player out from the enemy team, shoving them into your own teammates, get that pick, and then choose to take the team fight. Even if you're behind, they're not that far behind right now, but they could have 4,000 lead to KFF. If they get one pick with that as your ultimate, or even two, they could change the whole game for them. 2
completed items right now for the carries in Huddy's Gaming. Infinite Age Storm Racer for Aphelios, and we have Nashor's Tooth and Leandri's Torment ready for Masivinen. So they're getting stronger and stronger, ready for these big fights. But we still see a slight advantage gold-wise to KFF, even though we didn't see much of that in the last fight.
No, we didn't. But if we look at the items for KFF, we have 3 players with 2 items each. Jungle, mid, and AD carry. So it is the champions you really want all the gold on.
Yeah. Dragon has spawned, but Atmo is hiding in the bush, looking for calm. Very, very confident here from the side of top laner Huddy's Gaming. Ulti used here from Tiara, defensive from Omniscient. Equalizer doing a lot of damage, but Laffe is all alone. He's doing a lot of damage, but is it enough? Getting into the backline now. Look at Ron, looking for Omniscient, but he's gonna survive. Laffe is still alive. Kira somehow also still alive.
Yeah, right now Kira's gonna try to get away. The shield, the heal, is that enough? It is not, and his passive's gonna procs here. So we're getting 1 kill here for KFF, as well as they're gonna lose 1 player. So we're still in a 4 versus 4. The Dragon is up. The question is, do they want to fight for this, or do they want to do a reset?
This is not over. Omniscient has reset it. He's on his way back, and Atmu getting caught off guard. Tiara now low. Masivinen now low. But he's going in for the kill, and he's actually using a perfect ultimate, but Masivinen is low. Edo pushing back Acitor straight into Omniscient, who's picking up that kill.
So KFF plays this so well. Just a few feathers in that bush and you get an ace or 1 more kill, but that's not gonna happen. Huge team fight for both of these teams. You see the HP on them. We're gonna get a replay straight away. This is where Huddy's is really strong, in team fight. Look how they just cancel out ground right now for KFF. They have to run, they have to split up. And this Vi ultimate coming into the backline, don't really get the pick off though. So gonna go back in the team fight, and all of a sudden it is Atma who's dealing so much damage, and they're trading 1 for 1 in kill. Well, the Drake is gonna still be a little bit of focus here, but then we re-engage from them. Edo, really good stun, and they're gonna get 1 more kill to the KFF. And just see how much damage they are doing from both sides.
Edo coming up clutch in this fight. Omniscient actually fighting twice with 1 reset, and they have actually not picked up the Dragon at all. They'll leave it for KFF, even though Ron spawned before Laffe.
It is, but right now it is Baron who is up. Huddy's Gaming are the first, but after a TP coming out from KFF, they're gonna cancel that.
I think Edo is so dangerous right now. 1 stun and you are dead. This guy is not messing around.
And soon we're gonna see a Rabadon coming out as well. And with that, the damage is just gonna skyrocket for him. And the rest of the team, they're getting their items now. Laffe's got his 2 items. The 3rd item is probably not that far away. We have Saya on the bot lane, also 2 items. So in team fight right now, they can't counter all the CC that Huddy's Gaming have, but the damage they can put out from their own side is so big.
So important right now. KFF is cleaning out all the vision before resetting, which means that Ron and tsvetan, they have to guess if Baron has been started. And now they have the information that it has not. But free recall from KFF, and now they can go for the objective.
Yeah, objective is on the map right now, and it's in the form of a Baron this time. Question is who wants it the most. Both teams are very assured that someone is going to go for it soon. They know enemies. Both sides have some players close to it. We see right now, this is just 3 versus 2. They're going to poke each other out. Just don't want to let this Baron go, because no matter what side gets this Baron, he's going to have a huge advantage now in the mid game.
Yeah, Kira has to reset, go bot lane, because there's pressure from Atmu. But Baron is still the objective that everyone is looking for right now. And they're trading vision in river, trading prio, dancing around to find this huge objective.
Just looks like they're gonna leave it be. They're just canceling each other out right now. Nothing's really happening. They should go back to the farming. See, the waves are pushed out. Kira gonna go down, take the bot side, catch that up. Luffy's gonna catch the top side, and reset's gonna come out from Huddy's Gaming. I really like how they do this. They know the Baron fight is not gonna start in a little while. So we push out the sides, go reset, and then we know FF is also gonna reset, and we're gonna fight on even grounds.
Yeah, they want to take control topside once again. Kira pushed up bot lane now, so they could potentially go for this. And they are gonna do that. Ron has to run a bit to get there, but not enough damage to close this out in a short matter of time. So Tiara will see that they are disengaging, something they are very happy about with this gaming.
Both teams are looking for this Baron. That's the next target for both of them. But as soon as they see a teleport coming in, they cancel it and they go back and they get so unsure. They don't really know where they have their enemy. So Baron's still up, but Luffy is a 1v5.
Luffy might actually get caught here. They're using a lot of resources, but it doesn't matter. No smite available for KFF, and they're going for Baron.
Yeah, this is not good from their side. They're gonna lose their jungler. They can't fight for this. Okay, never mind.
They're gonna fight
in.
anyway. Calm is really low, but it doesn't matter because Ido is doing a lot of damage. Atmu so low, but no follow-up. Baron is secured. They need to get out, and they do. Well played to Huttis Gaming, just stealing away that Baron and taking away the jungler from KFF.
It's a really good catch there on Luffy. And Luffy can't really do anything. He doesn't have his empowered spells up yet. We have a buy. There's a Seer and the Braum. When they use their ultimate, you're not going to get away. So, nice pick there from Huttis Gaming. And with that, they're going to pick the Baron buff with them.
Good cancel there from Ido. They could potentially find a pick there. Both Asitor and Tiara was there and run. No ulti available, but had the flash Q to cancel somebody out and find another pick. We see Dragon Soul Point for KFF in 2 minutes. This objective they need to secure.
Yeah, Soul Point for the KFF. Do we want to get this sold quickly, or are we just going to stall it for a while?
I think they just want to go for it, but it's going to be difficult because they have Prio, they have Baron buff, so they will have Prio in almost every lane. Actually, Tiara stepping up a lot here. Calm actually catching him off guard, but it's hard to kill him fast, and the teleport's going to come up. Calm already low. Kira, you can tank, but only for a little while, and that's what's going to find that kill on Calm. Luffy together with Ido, doing a lot of damage, finding out Ron.
Yeah, they just stood too long at Atmo's ultimate there. Just taking too much damage from them, and they're going to lose Calm from their own side, but they're getting Ron with them. Right now,
they're looking for the ultimate. tsvetan actually hitting that. Luffy trying to get out, and it's close, but not close enough. Once again, getting picked off. Luffy having a hard time right now.
Yeah, Huddy's Gaming figured out, okay, Luffy is the key player for them in this game. We need to focus him, and now getting 2 picks on him when he went solo, left his team for a little while. As soon as he did it, they're really quick with the ultimates coming out. And just the replay, look here at the Rumble ultimate coming out straight out. Kira is standing in it, no one else, they're just splitting up their team, no one can go through it. And now they both know, okay, we're 4 versus 4, we have no ultimate left, we're just gonna stay where we are. But a little pick coming out here from Luff as well, and tsvetan has played really well with his Azir ultimate.
Yeah, if he was a little bit tankier, he might have survived that, and we would have seen a different fight. A bit questionable that Ido and Luffy even went that way. Tiara hitting that passive. Omniscient should be dead here. It shouldn't even be a question, but he's actually stalling this.
Oh my
he
God. Got it!
What?
That's the best you can do in that situation. You're 100 HP, you get 1 kill with you. Really well played there from Omniscient, but Hoodies Gaming, a really good pick for them as well.
What just happened? How did he just... That's insane.
So how many feathers are we gonna hit her? That HP just got deleted. The first route coming out, keeping that distance, 100 HP.
3,
There's
4, 5
feathers. Is that 5 feathers? That's a lot of damage for just 5 feathers.
Yeah, Omniscient is getting into this game and looking super comfortable. Ron has to pay the price for that. I was so convinced he was dead, and so was Ron, and that's why they underestimated him, and that's why they died.
Haven't Luffe been on his Soyo very long? Like his 2 items? He haven't really got anything for 15 minutes.
Oh, maybe he bought too much vision. Oh, no, he has Stonefight
There
now.
we go.
Yeah.
But 3 items coming out for Luffe, and Edo also picked it up. And right now we can see 3 stopwatches coming out from the KFF. If we jump over to Hottest Gaming, I can only find 1 and 2 Aurelius. Sonya's, sorry.
Dragon went to Hooties Gaming before, so still soul point here for KFF, whilst Hooties Gaming is 2 dragons away. But right now they have looked better. If excluding the Omniscient playing in top lane, I would say Hooties is doing really well right now.
Yeah, they're on a comeback. They were behind with 2,000 gold before, and now they're in the lead with 1,000. The only problem for them is that it's soul point for KFF. They can't let it go, so they need to take the next team fights coming up around Dragon.
That's cocky.
Walking up towards, doesn't learn.
Like 4 people, and he's just walking around. He wants to bait out some ulti or something, make a mistake. But it's so easy to get caught there. I don't know what he's thinking.
You mean like Luffe?
Yeah. Don't limit test. Guys, it's semifinals.
Pushing the limit is something you should do, but not too much. But yeah, we just mentioned that the gold is even, but now even the kills not very far away. Towers on the other side. KFF got 5 towers, meanwhile Hottest Gaming only got 3 of them.
Luffe once again in a bad situation. If they can find this kill, it would be really good. Calm missing his CC. Omniscient and Edo not really in this fight. They can't really get in, but the damage from Luffe should be enough to scare them away. And Massive M looking for the ultimate. It actually gets 2 members and then goes into Sonya's Hourglass. Massive M being crazy this game. Edo also getting picked up. Kira doing a lot of work in the backline, but Luffe is doing what he can. Omniscient is also still alive. Otmo wants to find Omniscient. Can he? Yes, he can.
But now it's a 2 versus 2, and they're just gonna disengage this fight. But both teams engaged so good that we got convinced that they were gonna win it. And all of a sudden, Enemy went in with 2 new players, got the ultimates off, and yeah, went even out from the fight. We have a dragon that's up in 1 minute, and that's gonna be the next fight.
Guys, this is a best of 3, and this is game 1. With 34 minutes into game, this is insane.
Let's look at this replay. Luffe got 1 more item, and all of a sudden he takes no damage. But Massive, and look at this ultimate. Edo so low. Ran is gonna jump over, but Sonya's is gonna save their life this time. And Kerry just coming in, stalling 2 players from Hottest Gaming, and that's what keeps them in the fight.
Yeah, and Luffe took 0 damage that entire fight, even though he was also one of the players who got engaged on. So just proving that Udyr is insanely tanky, and also Kire being the front line of your dreams.
Yeah, for sure is. And
come again.
The game is so even. We're 35 minutes into the game. It's 3-2 in Dragons. The gold is even. The kills are even. But we have probably the biggest fight coming up in just a few seconds.
Yeah, Massivinen has ultimate available again. Not too much information. Calm stepped up a bit too much, but no engage available. Look at Edo and Omniscient, but they have redemption. This is huge. They're back to full HP. Now they can take the fight. Kira is actually in there. Calm doing what he can, but damage from all the way back. Look at Braun going into the backline. Omniscient staying alive. How is he alive? Kira flashing out.
Every time Omniscient is getting away with just 100 HP. But Luffe is not done yet. He's gonna look for something else. The dragon is still up. You don't want to let that go at all.
Oh, he wants to smite fight, and he gets it. He does a drive-by, gets the soul.
Oh, TP coming in now. Who is this? Who's coming? It is Kira. Can he get something with Luffe here is the question.
Oh, look at the damage. They're trying to tank it out, but Ido coming over the side of the wall. Good flash there from Massive.
It's a really good flash, and now the pings are coming out. They got the soul, they got kills, and now they want the Baron. They want everything.
Yeah, Sweden is popping off here after the 35-minute mark, after this insane fight. Look at that redemption. Wow. And then Kira coming in from the side with a lot of CC. Look at Omniscient. Just Run is so close to closing this out, using ultimate in the last second. And that is so clutch. It doesn't matter if they get the picks because Luffe is immortal. He's just walking up to 3 people saying, that's my dragon, guys, take care.
Yeah.
And then they keep double TP to get the last of the kills.
Yeah, Hoodie's Gaming should just have left it. They tried to get the dragon on a reset. They lost their jungler. They cannot fight for it. Luffe is still alive. All of a sudden, we had a super even game, but now a few kills, a little bit more gold to KFF, and they got their soul. And with that, they also have the Baron now.
Yeah, Baron and Soul, they should be able to pick out an inhibitor, and it looks like they're aiming for the top side. Both Massivinen and Ron actually bot side right now, so if they would pull the trigger in FF, that would be catastrophic for Huttis Gaming. They need to respect KFF right now. They're really, really strong.
But how are they gonna fight this?
Massivinen, that's all I'm saying. If he can find the knockback, that should be enough.
It has to be him. Sure, we have Ron as well, but that's a solo pick, and I don't think that's enough to just get one player from the KFF to win this game. Luffe is so strong right now. Ido is feeded, and as well as Omniscient, who's not really that fed, but coming in with so much damage, and the Roots together with Calm, who's playing Rakan. I think it's a little bit too much, too fast pace for Huttis Gaming to stop.
Yeah, Baron minions sieging down top lane again, but good wave clear coming out from Huttis Gaming. I think they need to push more than one lane, and we actually see Kirei coming out with the wave in mid lane now, so they can push 2 lanes at once.
Yeah, it's really even right now.
Oh, Ron stepping up a lot.
Maybe too much.
Tom has the opportunity to get out. Oh, look at the damage from Aztor.
Yeah, they should most likely reset here from KFF. What was that damage?
Oh, look at the damage from Ido. Looking at Ron. Ron going down really low. They can't really find it, but they're doing their best right now. Kira and Lafayette going down really, really low. Massivinen not investing anything, and Massivinen has to go into Sonya's. Ido would have picked that up otherwise.
Yeah, but they're losing one player, their jungler from the KFF. Lafayette is down. Huttis Gaming got 1 kill with them. Didn't lose anyone.
Next objective coming up, Elder Drake, 155. This has to be the coffin. No, the last nail in the coffin, my bad, in this game. I mean, we're at 39 minutes. You cannot drag out a game forever. Somebody has to win.
But who do you think have the best scaling team right now? Because now we're moving into late game.
Because of the Hex Tech Soul, I would say KFF, because it's such a big factor. The slow and extra ability haste and attack speed makes such a big difference.
KFF told us before that when they get a little bit too comfortable, they throw a lot. Yep. They just got the soul. Elder Drake is up in 1 minute. Do you think that will be the game changer if they throw it?
I don't. If they throw it, they lose the game. That's all I'm saying. Death timers at 40 minutes is not a joke. They will not be able to defend themselves if they die here.
Yeah,
so
I think it will be make it or break it right now with Elder Drake, but still 48 seconds left before it spawns.
I have a really hard time seeing Huttis Gaming even getting into this objective. There's 1 ward in the entire bot side. They have absolutely no information. They could just walk into 5 members in a bush. That's the deepest ward they have right now. The one Tiara put, and that's not something you wanna commit to.
No, Asitor is a player. They need to keep him alive in a team fight. We could see before how much damage he actually did on Calm. But once again, Ido and Luffe is looking for Asitor in every team fight.
Now they know approximately how deep vision they have, spotting that ward from Tiara, who has to reset to get more vision. Did Ron show himself topside? Because then they can pull the trigger at any second on Elder.
Yeah, it haven't spawned yet, so it's kind of hard. I have to wait for it to
the
spawn. Yeah.
animation in top corner tells me it spawned.
Yeah, so a few seconds left before it spawns, and it is the big focus here from both of these teams. The team who gets it is most likely gonna finish the game very soon.
TP coming out from Massivinen. They have to respect that Elder is spawning any second now.
Do you think they...
They're looking.
Oh, the stun.
Good from Edo.
That's a lot of damage, though.
Doesn't have to use the Sonya's quite yet. They're still dancing around, finding Ron. He has escaped. He should be able to get out of this. But Lappe doing great work. Look at that from... That is so beautiful. Calm actually closing that one out, and Tiara now in a really bad situation. The rest has to run. Kira getting into the backline. The rest of the members from KFF looking for the kills. They're looking for the game. Sweden want to close this out, but Asator is doing amazing damage going into GA. Ron killed by Edo. Looking for that double kill. Getting that triple kill. Can we get a quadra kill on Edo? He wants to close this out in the most amazing fashion. But Lappe picking that up, and the game should go to Sweden and KFF.
Hardest Gaming can't do anything right now. They have 40-second death timers on all their champions. But such a good pick from KFF coming out. And with that pick, they get an ace. With an ace after 40 minutes, you're gonna finish the game.
Yeah, we see Calm giving himself a round of applause. And such a beautiful game.
Absolutely fantastic. First game in our second semi-final. Absolutely insane. What a game. Sorry, it was a little bit far away there. 42 minutes. My God. Edo on Syndra, 12 kills he finished that game on, and the damage output was just absolutely unreal. It was very similar to what we saw in the first game of our first semifinals. Again, like Syndra, when she scales in like that, and because I think I'm kind of going to pat myself on the back and say, you know, there was no direct protection. There was nothing to block her damage output this time. What a difference that made.
Oh, yeah, it's Q, stun, ultimate, and you have a kill. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, but like, you saw that catch that she got on Massivinen.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, we knew that the game was over then.
There's nothing to do.
But at that point of the game, it's basically Massivinen versus Edo. If Edo gets the pick first, they win. But if Massivinen gets the initiation, they win.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that as well. Like, Massivinen had several fantastic picks.
Yeah.
Using that ultimate and the jump over, like just great mechanical play from both sides, and especially I think to Azir. He is a very hard champion to play.
Yeah,
especially with the composition that we had out of KTH. But yeah, wow, that was an insane first game, guys, for this best out of 3. We're going to take it to a quick break, and then after that we will be back with game 2 between KTH, Frittfall, and Hutis Gaming. Stay tuned.